Level 1. The offer. You're 17. You're broke. Your mom hasn't paid rent in 2 months, and the fridge is basically decoration at this point. Then a girl named Maya slides into your DMs. She's 22, pretty profile, hundreds of followers, posts of hotel rooms, cash, nice nails. She says she saw your photos, says you have a look, says she knows people in Atlanta who are always looking for girls to model at events. Promotional work, easy money. $500 a weekend just to show up, look good, hand out flyers. You think about your mom. You think about the eviction notice on the door. You say yes. Maya sends you a bus ticket 2 days later. One way. You don't notice that part at first. You pack a bag. You don't tell anyone where you're going, because honestly, who would care? That's the first thing they count on. You board the bus on a Tuesday morning. Atlanta skyline comes into view 4 hours later. Maya picks you up in a silver Honda. She smells like vanilla perfume. She's warm, friendly, feels like an older sister. She says, "Girl, you're gonna love it here." You believe her. Level 2. The apartment. The apartment is in a place called College Park. 3 girls already there when you arrive. They seem okay. Tired, but okay. One of them, Destiny, gives you a look when Maya leaves the room. Not a friendly look, a warning look, but you don't read it yet. Maya explains the setup. You stay here, you work the events, you give her the cash at the end of the night, she takes her cut for management fees, transportation, housing, food. It sounds like a lot of fees, but she explains it calmly, and you're new, and you don't want to seem difficult. The first event is a club, not a modeling job, not flyers. You're in a short dress walking around the VIP section while men you've never met stare at you like you're something on a shelf. You call Maya after. You say this isn't what you signed up for. She laughs soft, says you just have to warm up to it, says everyone feels that way at first. You sleep on a mattress on the floor that night. You look at your phone. No signal to call home. Maya took the charger. Level 3. The rules. By day 4, you learn the rules. Not written down anywhere. You just learn them. Rule 1. You don't leave the apartment without telling Maya. Rule 2. You don't talk to other girls about what happens at the events. Rule 3. You don't call home. Rule 4. You don't ask how much money you're making. You broke Rule 4 once. Just once. Maya's boyfriend, a man everyone calls Dre, was there when you asked. He didn't hit you. He just stood up. He's 6'2" and 200-something pounds, and when he stood up slowly and looked at you, you felt it in your chest. He didn't have to say anything. You never asked again. Destiny pulls you aside in the bathroom that night. She whispers fast. You have to be invisible here. You understand? Invisible. Don't make them notice you. You ask her how long she's been here. She looks down. 8 months. 8 months. She came for a modeling job too. Level 4. The debt. Maya sits you down after 2 weeks. She has a notebook. She writes numbers while she talks. Bus ticket, $85. Housing per week, $200. Food, $75. Management, $300. She adds it up, says you owe her $1,400 before you see a single dollar. You tell her that's not what you agreed to. She says she explained all of this. She talks like you're confused, like you misheard, like you're the problem. And the way she says it, so calm, so matter-of-fact, makes you question yourself for a second. That's called coercive control. You don't know that word yet, but you feel it in your stomach. You stop sleeping through the night. You start watching the door. The apartment has 3 locks. Dre has the keys. There's a camera in the hallway that faces the front door. You notice it at week 3. You have no idea how long it's been there. Level 5. The system. There are 6 girls in the apartment now. New girl arrived from Memphis, 16, maybe younger. She cried the first night. Maya told her to stop being dramatic. By the second night, she stopped crying. That scared you more than the crying. You start to understand how the system works. The events, the men, the money, the debt that never goes down. You make money every night. Maya takes it. She tells you your debt went down a little. Then she adds new fees, new clothes she bought you, a phone she gave you. The debt stays the same or grows. This is called debt bondage. You still don't know that term, but you're living inside it. You start to figure out small things, like when Maya's distracted, like when Dre leaves for 2 hours on Thursday nights, like how the girl named Simone sometimes gets to run errands alone. You file these details away like survival currency. Level 6. The mistake. There's a man at one of the events. He doesn't look like the rest. Quiet, older, watching. Not the women, watching the setup. Watching Maya talk to the venue manager. Watching how the girls arrive and leave. You catch his eye by accident. He looks away too fast. That's the first thing you notice. Normal men don't look away that fast. 2 nights later, you see him again. Different club, different part of Atlanta. Same man. You don't tell Maya. You don't know why you don't tell her. Instinct, maybe. You start watching him watching them. And slowly, you start to think, he's not here for the club. Level 7. The wire. One night, Simone doesn't come back from errands. Maya is furious. Dre makes phone calls in the back room. His voice is low and sharp, like a knife being dragged across concrete. The apartment is tense for 3 days. Then Simone comes back. She looks different. Eyes down. Doesn't talk. You try to pass her in the hallway. She grabs your wrist so fast you gasp. She presses something into your palm. A folded piece of paper. You open it in the bathroom with the shower running. It has a number and 4 words. National Human Trafficking Hotline. Your hands are shaking. You fold it back up. You swallow hard, and you decide right there, in that bathroom, with steam in your eyes, that you are going to get out. You just don't know how yet. Level 8. The call. There's a gas station 3 blocks away. You know because you memorized the route the one time Dre let you come along for a supply run. You counted steps. You memorized street signs. Survival doesn't look like movies. It looks like counting steps in your head at 2 in the morning. Thursday comes. Dre leaves at 9:47 p.m. You know because you've been watching the clock for 3 weeks. Maya is on her phone in the back room. You ask to use the bathroom down the hall, the one around the corner from the front door. She waves you off without looking up. You walk slow. You turn the corner. You keep walking. You don't run. Running makes noise. Running gets you caught. You walk out the front door like you own the ground beneath you. 3 blocks. It takes you 4 minutes. The gas station is fluorescent and loud, and there's a payphone on the side of the building, and you almost cry when you see it. You dial. It rings once. A voice answers. Calm. Trained. Real. You say 6 words. I need help. I'm in Atlanta. Level 9. The wait. The operator stays on the line with you, tells you to stay calm, asks you questions, the address, the number of girls, Dre's name, the apartment layout. You answer everything. Your voice is barely above a whisper. The gas station attendant keeps glancing at you through the window. The operator tells you to go inside. Tell the attendant you need help. Show them the phone. You do. His name tag says Ronaldo. He takes one look at you, shaking, barefoot, no jacket in November, and he puts the phone to his ear and listens. Then he looks at you and says, "Stay here. Don't move." He locks the front door, pulls down the shutter on the window, stands between you and the door like a wall. You sit on the floor behind the counter, and you wait. Level 10. The bust. 22 minutes. That's how long it takes. You hear the sirens before you see the lights. Multiple units, not just one. You hear shouting 2 blocks away. Then more. A helicopter. Ronaldo stays near you the whole time. Doesn't ask questions. Just keeps saying, "You're safe. You're safe. You're safe." A female officer knocks on the locked door 11 minutes later. She shows her badge to Ronaldo. He unlocks the door. She crouches down to where you're sitting on the floor. Her voice is steady. "My name is Detective Harris. You made the call?" You nod. She says, "We have the building." 3 words. "We have the building." You close your eyes. You breathe. For the first time in weeks, you actually breathe. Level 11. The scene. They walk you out wrapped in a foil blanket. You see 2 police vans on the block. 4 units. Undercover vehicles you didn't recognize before. That man from the clubs, the quiet one who looked away too fast, he's standing near one of the vans in a vest. Special agent. He had been watching for weeks. The whole operation, the venues, the routes, the apartment, all under surveillance. The call you made just confirmed their timeline. It moved the bust forward by 3 days. You see Maya in handcuffs near the second van. She doesn't look warm anymore. She doesn't look like an older sister. She looks like what she is. Dre is on the ground, wrist zip-tied. You don't feel happy watching it. You don't feel anything for a second. Just numb. Just, this is real. This is happening. The other girls come out one by one. Destiny, the girl from Memphis, Simone, who started all of this with a folded piece of paper. You make eye contact with Simone across the parking lot. She nods once. You nod back. No words needed. Level 11. The other side. The next hours are slow and strange. A hospital. A soft-spoken woman from a non-profit who doesn't rush you. A room with actual blankets. Hot food. Detective Harris comes back. She sits down. She tells you what she can tell you. The operation had 3 locations, 11 girls total, 4 arrests, more coming. She says you were one of 3 girls who provided information that made the case. She says you did something very hard tonight. You don't feel brave. You feel exhausted. You feel ashamed, even though you have nothing to be ashamed of. That shame is part of the trauma. It's not yours, but it sits on you anyway. The woman from the nonprofit, her name is Claudette, she tells you that. She says, none of this was your fault. Not 1 second of it. You've been waiting for someone to say that. You didn't know how badly you needed to hear it until it's said out loud. Level 13. The return. 2 weeks later, you're home. Your mom cries at the door. Doesn't ask too many questions. Just holds you in the doorway for a long time. The fridge is still half empty. The neighborhood still looks the same. But something in you is permanently shifted. You know things now that you can't unknow. You know how easy it is to miss the signs. A one-way ticket, a charger taken casually, a door with 3 locks, a debt that grows, a look from a girl in a bathroom that you almost missed. You start writing things down. Not sure why at first, then you realize you're writing it down because someone else needs to read it. Someone who's sitting in their room right now, reading a DM from someone who seems warm and friendly and safe. Someone who's broke and tired and invisible. Final level. The signal. This is what they don't show in the movies. They don't show the Tuesday morning. They don't show the ordinary bus ride. They don't show how normal it all looks at first, how reasonable, how possible. They count on that. They count on you being young, on you being invisible, on you needing something badly enough to take the risk. So here's what you need to know. If someone offers you a job that seems too easy, verify them. Call the company, search the address, ask for a contract. If they want you to travel before you've signed anything, stop. If your phone disappears, stop. If you feel watched, you probably are. And if you are ever in that situation, the National Human Trafficking Hotline is 1-888-373-7888. You can text HELP
to 233733. It's free, it's confidential, it's real. There is a Ronaldo at every gas station. There is a Simone in every apartment. There is always a folded piece of paper somewhere if you look hard enough. You made it out. Not everyone does, but more can. That's why you're still talking.